Alright, here we go. Welcome to Elite Dangerous Daily. I am Dragster. Let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Check the like button, leave a comment, smash the notification bell, and subscribe to this channel. If you don't, I will explode on impact. That's right, on impact. What are we doing today? Well, I want to take a little time off from operations. New content, great new content, fantastic new content. We're going to talk about operations. We're going to talk about the beautiful little tiny Nomad. And we're going to go into why the Nomad and operations have completely and utterly changed the game. But first of all, let's talk about Elite Dangerous Daily. I started almost 300 episodes ago. Pretty soon it'll be 300 episodes. And we're going to work our way up to the 300th episode. But I started Elite Dangerous Daily for a reason. One of which, interest in streaming and videos for Elite last summer completely died. Nobody, even Atlas Gaming, wasn't making any videos. Ricardo decided to not make any videos either, or make videos about other games. Conan, Exiles, Subnautica, which is not a bad thing. This is a good thing that you have other interests, but I personally only have one interest, and that's Elite Dangerous. This is the only game that I play right now. The only game I want to play. I've tried others for a few minutes, and that was it. Good morning, Ian. How are you, sir? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So we're talking about Elite Dangerous Daily, my channel. Now, I'm giving players a different perspective, a calculated perspective, an easy button perspective. Every time I try and do something in this game, I try to find a way to do it better and easier. Now, yesterday I had a video on Biohazard Takedown. In Biohazard Takedown, you have to download a certain data to find out where all the other people are. All the nice Faucis creating a biohazard that will kill the universe. So in Biohazard Takedown, there is a terminal and you have to download it. It takes 60 seconds to download the information, and I showed everyone a different way of doing the game yesterday, and I was mocked. Good morning, Scarecrow. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I was mocked, and it pissed me off, because the person who mocked me, all he does is keeps mocking me every time I actually come on. That's all he does, is mock me. He finds me, I guess, the punchline for his jokes. Biohazard Takedown is not a speed run. Biohazard Takedown is an operation, and you could do it the right way or you can do it the stupid way. Dr. Hope is not a player of ED. Because if he was, he wouldn't just outright kill himself. Because that's what happened when he does his version. He kills himself. So Dr. Hope likes to zerg through the whole place, and then stress. I'm into lack of. I don't want stress. Okay, I don't want stress. So basically, I showed you a way of doing it. And what way is that? Yesterday, what I did in the command deck was to in the command deck was I killed everyone in the command deck, pretty much cleared out around the command center, and then I went in and downloaded the actual data. Now, Jasper, who is top 100, the guy has 5, Elite 5 across the board. He's the actual one talking in conversation. He's the actual one who suggested that. And I'm just copying. See, that's not my idea. So when I did that and I started downloading, I had approximately, I counted how many seconds I had before those mobs got in there. I had 20 seconds. 20 seconds before a fresh new batch of mobs came into the room. Now I had 20 seconds where I can use all my materials to actually save myself. That means my shield grenades, that means my frag grenades, etc, etc. So I had 20 extra seconds, so I only had 40 seconds left to download that information. So when I show someone something, I'm not doing it because that's my gameplay. I'm actually doing it because I want to show you my way. And my way is not to zerg through the fucking thing, because what happens when you zerg, I played many games where you can zerg, okay, and when usually you zerg, you have a whole bunch of mobs behind you. In one game, Dungeons and Dragons, they actually have a dungeon warning that comes up and it slows you down completely. You can't go fast anymore. Where you basically, you start zerging and it goes from green to yellow to red. Okay? So basically, when you zerg, all those mobs start to form up behind you and basically slow down the game, freeze the game, lag the game. So that's something I don't want to happen, okay? Knowing that other games have the same issue with zerging. Secondly, Dr. Hope puts combat speed and regular sprint boost on his suit. That's a waste. You're in close quarters. You're not outside. You're not outdoors. You're in close quarters where you basically go from one room to another. So I would never have actually fitted my suit that way. Okay? But it's his version. It's just another version of how to do biohazard takedown. There is no one way of doing things. That's just fact about nature. There's no one way of doing something. The multiple ways, there's easy ways, there's hard ways, there's zerging ways, there's slow ways, etc, etc. Okay? So what am I getting at? Why is this important? It's not. But I got upset, then I logged off early where I could have kept going and done maybe another one and explained my situation like I'm explaining now. I calmed down. I'm not snippy, as somebody said, and basically I just decided to explain myself. So my way, if you watch the video, is maybe not the right way, but it's a way not to kill yourself and die in that download room where you're downloading the information. I mean, the easy way would be the zerg, an easy way would be to die and then teleport to your ship and then leave your ship. But is that gameplay? What if one day they take away that option? Okay? Where you have to actually start to download all over again. And they probably decide to do that because that's an exploit. Dying and going to your ship is an exploit. It's not gameplay. So I finished downloading, I moved on, I went up to the second floor, and I also shared with you that in the engineering room, they usually follow you. So if you fight a little bit outside, the engineers, the whatever, the guys who make Dr. Fauci's, they actually will come to you, and that's what happens. They come to you. Okay? Okay. So, I waited for the two to come to me, then I went and killed the other two that are in the actual engineering section, the power room. Okay? So, just so you know, there's a big fight in that room. There's a massive fight in that room. The best way to go and do about that room is from the top. From the top. Because you're facing the mobs on the actual bottom. So, that's the best way of doing that. Okay. Enough of that.
We see you out there, Commander. Let us know if you'd like to dock.
As I do Biohazard Takedown again, next time I'll actually do again. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. Only problem with operations for me that's very hard to do, because I am in China and I have to depend on a VPN to actually do peer-to-peer stuff. And you can't do Biohazard Takedown in group I can't do it without a VPN. So I probably will not be doing much operations in the future because of that problem. Once I hit 3 people in group, my actual game becomes laggy. I can't get through doors. I can't fight. I get immortal NPCs, etc. etc. Okay, so let's see. Ian says, block the fucker. You are trying to help. That's what's wrong with that. Well, you know, that person that did that yesterday was on this actual stream from the beginning. He's one of the people that have been watching this stream forever. And that's what bothered me, because the guy's been here since the beginning, and I consider him a friend. But I won't do that. I won't block or anything like that. Okay. Anyway, there is a bug in there's a bug in colonization. I just found this out yesterday. I'm gonna submit a ticket myself. When deleting, let me see if they fixed it, but they didn't, I'm sure. When deleting a construction, okay, you get a message. Okay, and it's not opening up. Come on. It's not opening up to the station. Come on, man. There we go. When deleting a construction on a surface, something happens with that construction. And this is a recent bug. I'm trying to delete 2 constructions here. This one and this one. IQ Medical and Kulkarni Genomics. The thing is, this comes up. Facility will be demolished in less than 1 hour, but this has actually been there for the last 24 hours. So the bug is about colonization, colony bug. I gotta save this picture so I can submit a ticket. FYI, don't demolish anything. Don't demolish anything because you're gonna have the same issue. I don't know when that's gonna be fixed. Now, one person said that basically it's because the servers were busy, and that's true. There was an update, and so I guess they'll get to it. Maybe they'll get to it during the week, maybe they won't, but so far that's a bug. It's been more than 24 hours since I actually saw this message, and it has not been fixed. So do not demolish anything, because you'll have the same issue. Now, I haven't tried to cancel demolition. I wanted to send in a ticket. I don't know why this is a problem. I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. In any case, be warned. There is a bug when demolishing settlements. And this is relatively brand new. I went onto Reddit, and there's about a week ago another guy had the same issue. So I don't know, it's because of operation. But I told you about the coding of Cobra, right? Game engine. And Cobra game engine is a C++. It has its foundation in C++. It's just like Unreal Engine. And when you build a module and you add a module to the whole game, another module gets corrupted. So this is probably what's going on here. One module is not working now because we added a brand new module to the whole thing, a compartment, the coding, which is operations. And probably in the future, when they add new stuff, operations won't work. You know, that's the problem with the C++ based game engines. In any case, I'm learning about this horrible language because I'm actually coding in Unreal Engine, so doing some stuff in Unreal Engine. So I don't blame the devs, I don't blame anybody else. This is the type of code this is. This is the problem with C++. So I'm sure they'll come to it and they'll figure out the problems. That's why they leave a lot of things open. So when we say, why did you leave this open? Why is this problem still there? Why is it, you know, they don't know how to solve it, because once they put another batch of code into the original game engine, then we have more problems than we started with. Okay, so what am I building? I'm trying to fix an issue. The reason I want to demolish those two is because my orbital stopped being a refinery and took on industrial for some reason. And there's only a weak link, industrial weak link, to my orbital dodec, which I don't know why that's a problem, but I demolished those two tech so I can build two other refineries and have 4 refineries on the surface. That means that the T3 that's on the surface and the orbital will both be refineries. There won't be any other strong links that can manipulate their economies. So I'm hoping that's what I want to build there. So I'm hoping it'll help. I don't know if it will. We shall see. We shall see. But also I want to finish off the T2s, the Corioluses that I have in orbit. Once I do that, that might fix things. We don't know. I don't know.
Please restrict your your approach speed and give way to larger vessels.
Again, let me reiterate, I'm probably going to do less and less operations because of the... I can't get into group and join a group of 3 and play without having lag. And that's the issue. My VPN isn't as strong, and there's a lot of protocols I have to fix in order for it to actually work. So I can only, at this time, play with one other, and that's hard to say. I can only play with one other, or solo. If I play in group, I'm laggy as hell. It just doesn't work. So if I do any videos on operations, it'll be soloing stuff, and it's not like I want to, but it's the best way without having to face the lag. The lag is the problem. So in this station, I need computer components, ceramic composites, and emergency power cells. So that's 165 ceramic composites. I thought I'd do something different because everybody's doing operations now. I will be doing tonight or tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow for you guys. I will be doing exploration. I will be doing exploration because I like exploration. I need the actual ranking, not necessarily the money. Money's great, but I need the rank. So 165, and then computer components is 84. I know I have computer components here. So far, my first build is better. I don't know why this system came out great and the other system did not. I don't know. 84. I have no clue. 84. Emergency power cells. Okay, I think we're done, right? 84. Computer components 84. Emergency power cells 84. My suggestion also is download your data, your systems that you went into. You can do that in the help menu. You have to come out of the game, right? Come out of the game, go to help and info, but you gotta come out of the game completely and go to help and info, and there'll be an option to download your exploration data. It'll take a couple of hours, and then you can input it into your file that you have. So you want to do that because more than likely they deleted your information. I found some systems were deleted, so I decided to download that. So you want to do that as soon as possible. Before I go there, let me do this. Okay, this way I can just jump the ship when I get there. I don't have to wait. Alright, so let's talk about operations, and let's talk about the Nomad. Operations by far is the most successful and best module they ever launched. You know, hopefully they don't nerf it like they did with Power Play and Colonization. Hopefully. Now, why do I say this? Well, it's a raid type. It's raid type gameplay, and it's super freaking challenging. You know, you think that high intensity combat zones are challenging? They're not. Try doing these quests on even easy. Try to solo them. It's difficult, very difficult. And we finally have a boss fight. The general in Terminal Takedown, okay, is a boss. And I think that's great. Our first boss in Elite Dangerous. You know, I went and did it with Jasper. Holy moly, was that hard. It was super hard. But it was enjoyable. It was fun. Okay, it was fun. I don't think I videotaped it, but that's okay. We will maybe the next one that I do, I'll try to videotape it, and we'll see how we're gonna do. The boss fight is pretty badass. The NPCs are badass, and the Kestrel is annoying as fuck. Seriously, there's a Kestrel with a lieutenant. He has like 4 lieutenants or more, and it's annoying as hell. It really is. Holy moly! But the Kestrel is just flies around you, and they ram you. It's like they just don't care. They just ram you, man, to try to take out your shields. And then the other generals attack you after your shields are down. The other lieutenants. So we have our first boss fight. I think that's cool. I'm very happy about that. And then I'm sure this is the beginning of much more. Now, as for the Nomad, now some people are bitching that it's too expensive. 60,000 arcs, way too expensive for the Nomad. And if you've seen at the store, they actually added some other types of internals that you can actually put in your ship. Now, I'm not gonna buy anymore. I'm gonna make it exclusive exploration ship. I'm not gonna buy anything else. But you can, if you want, swap up for, I think, what is it, expedition or something or other. Let me see what's on sale. Elite Game Store sale. Equipment. Starships. Yeah, the cosmetics.
Hello, Commander. Please stay aware of other ships around this carrier.
Cosmetics are not on sale, but the internals are.
Please conclude any
Okay.
outstanding business in the system prior to
So
departure.
FYI, there is some things that you can actually purchase for the Nomad that make the ship, make the insides, like there's boxes or containers and stuff like that. So you can add those to your internal compartments of the Nomad. But I'm not gonna buy it because I bought the galactic version and that's all I want right now, right? But if you want, it's there. It's there to purchase. I can't find it at the store. Available Nomad now. I can't find it at the store. Right, there's this internal science ship kits. Let's see. Internal science. Now they have a cargo kit. So there's an expedition kit. Let me just show you what it looks like.
Contact confirmed. solid
Oh,
approach.
they have
Welcome to our
seats.
carrier, Commander.
Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. Let's take a look at this. They have seats. That means that people can sit down. That's incredible. I can't be. All right, let's take a look. So that's how it looks like, and then you got seating. You got seating in there. No. I wonder if you can sit down. If you're another player, you can sit down. Okay, it's purely cosmetic. So it doesn't change. Yeah, it says here, any purchases will be available to apply to your ship. Game extras do not alter the performance of your ship in any way. Items are purely cosmetic. So even though there's seats here, you actually can't use them for players. Yeah, like look, there's seating back here too. So it makes this kind of like a. Look at that. You got a couch. That's internal expedition. Internal expedition. Then there's a cargo kit. Internal cargo. So you got like cargo stuff, right? So if you want that, that's 14,000. So that's 14 and 14 is 28,000. So they're adding more and more to your purchases. So if you want to get this, get it. If you want, that's my opinion, is enough's enough. That's 60,000 is pretty much enough out of my pocket. 60,000 arcs. Anyway, that's the Nomad. Which is a good thing. So we're going to transport ourselves to deliver. What I'm building is 2 small industrial, getting the small
Attention.
T2 construction points,
Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
so I can build medium-sized, larger, and get T3 construction points.
Magnetic contact active.
All right. The one thing that's really tedious and grindy, I mean, everything's grindy, but the construction points are ridiculous. I mean, the systems limit themselves as to how much you can build. It's limiting. You can't build, like in this system I'm in, I can't build much. So once I'm done at a certain point, that's it. So, one thing I hate is the construction points. I really hate construction points. Okay, just so you know, there is a cargo kit, an expedition kit, and of course the internal science kit that's in the store, or for 14,000 arcs, which is a little bit too pricey for me. So internal cargo, internal expedition, internal science, if you want those things added to your internal of the Nomad. Actually, let's talk about the Nomad. I think a Nomad is a game changer. It is. It does a lot, which it eases up the eye, eases up the search in expedition. It makes expedition looking for exobiology a lot easier, especially in the mountainous areas. especially in the mountainous areas, and especially the ship can land anywhere. They can land anywhere. So that's a big deal in this game, because most ships cannot land anywhere. So the Nomad is a game changer. Now, is it worth 60,000 arcs for Galactic version? You do get a lot of things with the Galactic version. You get the paint jobs, you get kits, you get internal stuff. So just these two, for instance, these two kits sold separately, because you got two science kits. There's two science kits. They're worth 14,000, right? Just that. Then I have two other ship kits called the Rambler and the Strider. That's our part of the Galactic version. Okay, so that's 33,600 arcs plus 14,000. It comes out to 47,000 arcs. So if you add the basic package, just the simple standard version, 16,000. 47 and 16 makes 63. Okay, so separately, Ian, sold separately, is basically, no, it does have kits. It does have kits. You do have kits. Check it out. Go check it out. You do have kits, dude. The Galactic version does have kits, because I bought the Galactic version, and so it does have kits. If you take away all the kits and the paint jobs and all that, it's, in the end, it's worth it, right? And unlimited deployment, so that's a plus also. So, do you wanna wait until it comes out for credit? Do you wanna buy it outright? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. If you're just gonna use it for exploration, it's not a new toy to play with and look at and do swapping out different paint jobs. Just buy the standard, do your exploration and your exobiology, and then you can buy for credits 2 months later. By Christmas time it'll be available, and so you can buy it for credits. And by then we'll probably have another Nomad or another version of the Nomad, hopefully. But we're supposed to get another ship this summer, so we shall see what's going to transpire. But I think it might be some kind of large fighting ship that maybe an Anaconda or a Corvette replacement. Don't know. We'll see. Yeah, there has to be, because right now that last boss fight with the general is brutal. It is brutal. Let me tell you. You need a T10 replacement. A T10 Mach 2. But it is brutal. It really is. And you have to fight that boss. It's brutal. It's crazy. Anyway. Now, how do I assess that the boss fight is so good? Because I've taken my Caspian destroyer in the power play medium intensity conflict zones, and the destroyer did great. I just sat there shooting a couple of people, boom boom boom, barely took any damage, except when the AI decided that it's time to eliminate this virus that's in our instance. And but I was sitting there, no problems. People attacked me, I barely took any damage. Medium intensity for the power play 2, right? Well, that is like kindergarten compared to what the general is. The general is PhD level shit. So it's completely utterly different. This is not made for brand new players. It's you got to have some experience. Even with my experience, I got my ass handed to me. In any case, FYI. Terminal takedown is fun too. I like to turn off the. I like to turn the ship back on and go and fight, but the last fight is terrible. It really is. It's terrible. So what I did this week, the kestrels were buzzing around me like flies, dude. I got my ass handed to me, and then they bump into you like they bump into you and they ram you. Yeah, I'll do that, Tom, if you want. That'd be a good idea. But let me tell you, it's Operations is a game changer. If they launched Operations with Odyssey at the same time, if they did that, Odyssey would have been such a flop. Odyssey would have been such a flop. It would have been a perfect combo at the beginning. Launch Odyssey and then Operations, and boom. That would have been great. That would have been a great idea. But this Operations changes the game. And it changes, I'm sitting here wondering if I can play Operations all day, but because my VPN is the way it is, I can't really do that. You know, I can't join these groups that I see on in the screen, in the squad screen, which I wish I could, but I can't. I get laggy as fuck, and I can't play the game. So, anyway. Alright, so I have these two locations that I need to actually complete, right? Is your PP working? I don't have any weekly assignments. Is my power play working? Let's see. I told you, one thing goes, the next one goes. It's not their fault. It's actually the weekly assignments. Did you go to transactions? I only have two. I only have two. Yeah, I only have two. So I think that might be down too. Yeah, they added Operations, and I said to you in many episodes ago, they leave stuff open because what happens is when they add new things, that code corrupts the other code. It's not compatible. So yeah, I usually have 10, Tom, but I only have 2. I usually have 10. And what the hell am I doing so far from the planet? What the hell am I doing so far from the fucking planet? Holy shit, this game is so fucked up.
And you're clear. Take care out there, Commander.
Why am I doing so far from the planet? I'm supposed to be right next to the planet. Ah, shit. Goodness God. What the hell am I doing so far from the planet? Yeah, Ian, I don't think it's a bug. I think they're doing it intentionally. Come on. I'm like way out. What the hell am I doing way out here? Yeah, they say, but Galnet's not, Galnet's not a source. They're not calling it a bug. They didn't call it a bug. I watched the same program. They didn't say bug. They're just speculating it's a bug. The good pilots have been taken by Frontline to run the Frontline's runners, and so we're left with crappy runners. We're left with crappy pilots. Yep. Yeah, all the best pilots have been taken by Frontline, and our pilots can't always miss the mark. They missed the mark. They're doing that intentionally to provide the immersion. Like, all the Frontline ships are taken. All the Frontline pilots, the Frontline took all the good pilots, and they're now on the runners. I mean, why is the runner, like I'm doing Biohazard, and the runner comes in, it jump spaces in right next to the actual research ship, like a kilometer from the research ship. Why does that bug out? That's because they're trying to show you that all the good pilots have been taken and the bad pilots now miss their marks. Okay, this should be easy. This one should be finished pretty fast. I think it's the runner ship pilots. All the good pilots have been taken and we're left with the leftovers. The bad pilots. The novices. Who can't fly straight. So all our fleet carriers have junky, retarded pilots who miss their mark. Yeah, one situation I was 20,000 light seconds out from the actual jump point. Good morning, Tortoise. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see.
Engines disengaged.
Yeah, all the good pilots have moved on to the runner. We're left over with the bad pilots. What's going on, Tortoise? So I'm doing something other than operations, even though I want to do operations right now. I love operations. Operations is good. Operations is a game changer. No matter what you think of it, you could say everything you want about it, every bad thing. It's a game changer. It changes the game 100%. And by the way, I already finished the second cargo rack, grade 6, and then I'll work on a third one this next week and a half. Like I said, I can do operations solo, but once I get into groups, I start to lag. So the more people I add to the group, after 3, I'm basically useless. I can't get through doors. I can't get through doors. So the most I can play is 3. 2 or 3 people. I can't play 4-man groups. Not yet. So Mekin's on vacation, Tom. He's on vacation Eastern European. He's Eastern Europe. He went home to see his family. He's on vacation. I'm sure he'll say something. He'll come back and say something. Actually, the Nomad Caspian combo is the best combination for a brand new player. It's expensive, so you have to have some money to buy it. But if you follow my progression, the one I'm gonna actually videotape again, because I'll have the 11th account start over. If you follow my progression, you can get the Caspian in the first week. You know, the biggest problem this game has is the engineering. That's the biggest problem. I'll be honest with you. For 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I did engineering. Tuesday, I did Guardian. Right, I didn't videotape it because when I get frustrated and stuff, I just don't want to bother. So, you know, I've been told I'm snippy.
Docking request granted.
You know, snarky. So on Tuesday I did Guardian, so I can get the shield reinforcement, the FSD booster, and some Guardian weapons for my ult. Which this is the one I did was the second oldest account that I have. I only had 3 accounts up to about a year and a half ago. 2 years ago. So this is the second oldest account. So I did the Guardian Engineering, and I should have gotten the module reinforcement and hull reinforcement, but I didn't do that. I can go back and do that later, but I should have gotten those 2 also.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
On Wednesday and Thursday, I chased around all the engineers so I can get upgrades to the ships that I built. The runner all-around, all-purpose Cobra and the Caspian. And let me tell you, that's frustrating. That was an all-day thing. I'm home on vacation. Decided to take some days off. My daughter's home, so I decided to stay home too. And on Thursday, I did the suit engineering, which again, a lot of running around. So, let me tell you, engineering that needs to be revamped. That needs to be fixed. There's a lot of things they could do and they could fix, they could make nice, but engineering they need to fix. Seriously. They really need to fix it. Engineering is horrible. They want ale, they want money, everybody wants something different, and they're so far apart. What's with the distances? And why doesn't the engineers have apprentices so that you can like call them, you know, and they can what do they call that? Telepresence. They can telepresence to your ship and shit. Do the engineering that you need to be done, but it's terrible. It's horrible. Okay, again I did the light second one. 4 minutes. It just jumped in the same location. Why don't engineers have apprentices? Every engineer that I know have apprentices. They have apprentices. They apprentices help them work out the problems, right? Why so fucking far away, man? Anyway, I don't know the answer to that. If I did, I could tell you, but I don't know the answer to that. I really don't. I really don't know the answer. Anyway. Yeah, so to answer your question, Tom, Meccans is another country. I'm sure when he comes back, he'll take a dump on the Nomad. So expensive! So expensive. Ship interiors. It's not ship interiors. Whatever. Where's the goddamn ship? Oh, man. Where's the goddamn ship? Oh.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, don't tell me. It didn't jump. It's supposed to jump next to the planet. It didn't jump next to the planet. It didn't jump next to the planet. There it is.
established. We are ready to receive docking requests.
There it is, but
Attention. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in the system prior to departure.
where is it gonna go? It's gonna go right next door. It's not gonna go next to the planet.
Attention all ships. This carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a safe distance.
Let's take a. Can we go through the tunnel? Let's try to get through the tunnel. I think. Can we go through the actual tunnel? You guys want to try? Let's go through the tunnel. Let's go through the tunnel.
Attention. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's move with the ship. Let's move with the ship. Let's blow up. Can we blow up? Oh, it's bouncing us around. No. No. We want to go through the tunnel. No. Where's the tunnel? It disappeared. How terrible.
Incoming message.
It's all the way over there. It didn't go anywhere. It stayed in the same orbit.
Frameshift drive charging.
It didn't go anywhere. Why? Why? Yeah, it's still 10 light seconds from the planet. It's not next to the planet. Soon we'll hit our episode 300. A lot of changes during this year. Last summer, Ricardo wasn't streaming, Atlas wasn't streaming, a bunch of
Carrier respects careful pilots. What
Arcanus? Who's that guy? I mean, literally a whole bunch of people were doing other things. Even Father, whatever his name is, Brown, he does Mech
Docking
Warrior.
request confirmed. Assisted approach is go.
Literally, there's nobody streaming, and that's why I picked up the streams. I said, let me pick it up. Let me do this. Just gameplay. Every single day, some type of gameplay. Whether it's colonization, whether it's power play, whether it's combat. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well since last summer. Actually, I got to Mercenary rank Elite 1. I'm almost at Explorer 1 on exploration.
Landing successful. Clamp
Geneticist is hard.
Enjoy your stay
That's
there.
a hard one. That's a real hard one. Okay.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Clamp release confirmed. Departure confirmed.
Where's my planet? Look how far away it is. It has to be something with Radicoida and this consortium. There has to be something on that. Because if it's a bug, it would fix itself. But it stayed in the same orbit. The actual ship stayed in the same orbit. Okay? It didn't come closer to the planet. Yeah. We'll try one more time before the stream ends and see if I can get it closer. If it does the same thing, it's not a bug. Remember, Galnet's not going to tell you what actually is going on. They're just there to spin for Frontier. They spin some kind of web for them. Yeah.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. And gravity's not that heavy on this planet either, to merit the ship being so far out.
Docking request granted.
Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
All right. Let's
Docking
see.
successful. Engines
You still get two power play assignments. Destroy rival powers and acquisition. Collect bounties and acquisition. No other power play assignments. Let's see if we check power play. Yeah, only 2 assignments. Only 2 assignments. That's not good. So there's a bug in power play, or don't know. I don't know.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
So far I found one bug in colonization. Tom found a bug in power play. Like I said earlier, many episodes ago, every time you add new code to the game engine, there's going to be something else that doesn't work. And it's not their fault. It's just the code is skewed. Seriously. Big time. Come on. Okay. That's boring. Why so far away? And it didn't move any closer, so it's programming. It's not a bug. I'm sure Galnet will come out and say, "Oh, Consortium is terrorizing our shipping lanes." I'm sure they'll say something like that. We'll see.
Landing gear deployed.
Ah, look. Our good buddy's here. Hey, Kix. You there? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm streaming right now. I'm doing colonization. Decided not to do operations because I'm having connectivity issues.
I was listening when I was
I'm having connection issues. So I'm probably not going to be grouping much with people. I'm going to try to do everything solo. Everything. Every single thing. Solo. We'll see. Oh. 42 HE suits. Okay. Okay. Yay. I'm trying to finish these 2 stations. There's a bug in colonization. You can't demolish shit now. Doesn't look like you can demolish.
yeah.
Yep. Doesn't look like you can demolish anymore. Well, we'll see on Thursday. If it's not done on Thursday, then there's already a ticket for it.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we'll see.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And it seems like power play only has two assignments. So there's usually you have 10. There's only 2. Don't know why. I don't know why. That might be another bug. Yep.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna break stuff, but I didn't think they were gonna break colonization.
I told you. That's why they leave shit open. Because every time they add new code, and which operations is new code, it's compartments, it's boxes. So they're adding new boxes to the code. And basically breaks the other stuff. So they have to fix stuff now that operations caused in the other places.
I did see something I don't think you noticed, did you?
What?
When you were in your carrier, both seats were filled again, pilot seats.
Were they?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
There's a bald-headed dude
fucking...
in the one.
Does he have a red suit on or what?
Oh, it's a bald dude, wearing green. That was in that chair that's normally empty.
Really? Oh.
Can't believe you didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that, no. Well, we gotta go and see. How about the bar? I gotta go see if my
I don't know,
bar's
I
full.
didn't go.
Did the consortium send people to fuck things up? To sabotage?
Yeah, so you gotta go take a walk around the carrier.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. I'm interested now.
Docking request granted.
Because it could be part of the actual story, you know, like now they added new people to the carrier and they sabotaged the jumps, they sabotaged the carrier. Because I found myself a couple of times in different locations that I actually jumped, and the other times they jumped normal. You know, I land right next to where I want to be,
Landing gear deployed.
right? No problems. But like this time around, I tried to land next to the planet. It's just moved 0.33 light seconds next to me. It's like didn't even move. I tried to get closer to the planet, I couldn't.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So let's see. Ceramics. What? Okay. Almost.
Landing gear retracted. Released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, we gotta check out the carrier. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Did the other guy disappear? One with the hat? Because he had a hat. Did you notice if he had a hat? Let's see. So don't do that. Okay, what you saw is the second construction is 200 kilometers away from the first one, so you're able to come in and out pretty fast. Now if you do these planetary settlements, that's the best way of doing it. Just have them spread out 200 kilometers apart, and then you're able to get to those places pretty fast.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, come on. She's so slow.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So slow. Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
Alright, let's go to the fleet carrier and see what's going on. I tell you, I got my second cargo rack, grade 6, class 6 or whatever. It's not that hard to get the coin. I do think that is pricey.
Frameshift drive
I really do.
charging.
Because it costs 800 coin
4, 3,
to actually build a cargo rack. So I think that's pricey. I think that's way overdoing it. You made another grind fest. All right. Another grind fest. So next week I'll have my third cargo rack. So 2 of the clippers will have 3 6s and 2 5s that are pre-engineered, which is a good thing. You know, because I like to do the escape pod method, so. What I do like about it is the color. And that kind of made me think, why don't they color code the modules to different colors? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I do like the color. It stands out. So I know how many I have and how many I need to make.
Air carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for. Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
Landing gear deployed.
All right. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got. But first, let's load up the fleet carrier.
Landing complete. Solid approach.
Polymers.
Welcome, Commander.
Let's take emergency power cells. Thermal cooling. Resonating blah blah blah. Fruit vegetables. Survival equipment. Computer components. Advanced catalyzers. Building fabricators. Copper. Robotics. Okay. And we'll leave it like that. So it could be even. Okay. So let's go take a look inside. What's changed with the carrier? And why can't we... Oh, dude, you need Titan drives, let me know. I got tons. I got like 18. Yeah, it seems that they changed the drop rate of... What's that? Kicks?
But I think I got 3 left.
Yeah, they changed the drop rate so you can go and find plenty of Titan drives. I haven't done that yet. Alright. Dude, you see the bar? Everybody's back.
No, you're still running into the ship on my screen.
Everybody's back. The bar's full. Here are the two people looking at each other like they're just having a staring contest.
Maybe they didn't like me keep making that comment about if you talk about immersion, why not fix the carriers first?
I'm telling you, dude, they listen to our stream. But the thing about this is you can make these guys engineers. You can make these guys engineers. You can make these guys. Look at these three should be engineers. Like as soon as I can talk to them. I press the E button and they're like they could be engineers. See, they're wearing green too. Right?
Hey, Commander. What can I get for you?
Alright, that's nice. They fixed the bar. Of course I have on this side I have this person.
Whatever you're in the market for, come take a look.
Right? This is a redemption office. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, they're suspended. No, they're suspended. There's I had Vista Genomics as I was doing the stuff. Why is it suspended? I didn't suspend it. I had it open. And Universal Cartography. Why did they take it off? Let's see. Oh yeah. Huh. Why my two services that I had off? Because I had them for exploration. Okay. Yeah, you're right. And the guy doesn't have a helmet anymore, dude. You see that?
Ah, before he was bald.
And it was a guy, not a chick. And this one is like dazed out. Yeah, they brought it back. Okay. So they brought back the people in the bar. Right? They brought back the people in the bar and Richard Genomics and the Universal Cartography are disappeared. My services disappeared. I gotta get that back. Let me see if I wonder if it's a bug. Anyway. Tortoise says, I enjoyed the process, hadn't done that yet. Ah, good for you, dude. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay. It's pretty fun. Tonight I'm going to do exploration. I'll go back into the area here where I'm on the bridge. Kind of do some exploration around here. Get some data and use the actual Nomad. I might change the color. I might change the color tonight. I've been doing blue, which is my good friend's Kick's favorite color, but I actually like orange. I like orange. Which, FDev, why don't you have orange lasers? Why don't we have orange lasers? There's a new game coming out, and it looks like an elite wannabe, but we shall see. The view through the Titan debris back to
probably the
Earth
same
as the
reason
sun shines through is very cool.
You can't get orange Christmas lights unless they're painted.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you can't get orange laser lights. So, I got to say, engineering's got to be the worst grind of this game. Though it was very satisfying because I actually got it done and I don't have to do it again. Except for some weaponry. It is by far the worst grind of the game. And there's so many freaking engineers. Oh my god, come on, dude. Why couldn't they make the bubble like Colonia? Just 4 engineers for everything. So many engineers and so many useless ones like Marco Quint. I hate Marco Quint. If I ever see Marco Quint in real life, I'm gonna kick him in his balls.
Everybody hates Michael Clinton.
He never finished his degree. He's only got a level 4 on his power plants. Go back to school and finish your fucking degree, loser. And then he hides in Sirius system on their permit lock.
Orbital flight engaged.
What are you hiding from? Huh? Some girl named Karen? Or he's probably hiding. You know why he's hiding in you know why he's hiding in Sirius system on their permanent lock? He's hiding from child support payments. That's what he's hiding from. I'm sure of it. He's hiding from child support payments. I'm telling you, Marco Quint.
That son of a...
I'm telling you.
Docking request granted.
And they're probably, the children are probably mulatto because it's you know, he had to have an affair with an African American woman. So that he ran away into the Sirius system. So he doesn't have to pay his debt. Son of a bitch.
Lighting gear deployed. Docking successful.
Okay.
Engines disengaged. Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Cannot comply. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
They need new weapons though, man. Like grenade launchers, some shit that's really badass, you know? Missile launchers are not enough. They should have grenade launchers or some high caliber weapon. New weapons, new
I thought
armor.
we were gonna get weapons, ground weapons and stuff. But
Yeah, me too. I thought the same thing, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. We didn't get that. Tortoise says, the view through the Titan debris back to Earth with the sun shining through is very cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. But have you gone close to it and noticed that the actual Titan debris is still humming? It still has power running through it? It's transmitting out into space, specifically Alliance space.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Just a little bit left.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Awesome.
Hello, Commander. Please stay aware of other ships around this carrier. Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you.
I'm freaking hungry.
Docking request confirmed. Assisted approach is go.
I'm sick of eating. This might make all my food into like smoothies and stuff. Just drink smoothies all day.
Landing gear deployed.
Takes too long. Anyway, these two constructions will be finished pretty soon, and that'll give me 2 tier 2 points, which I'll be able to build 2 tier 3 constructions on the surface. So that's the actual goal. Because I'm supposed to demolish the other 2, but it's bugged out. Like I said, there's a bug.
What can we do for you, Commander?
So I cannot do that until I cannot do that. Let's see what happens on Thursday. If Thursday's not fixed, then I'll submit a ticket.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yep.
Landing gear retracted.
Clamp release confirmed. Departure confirmed.
Yep. My next T2 construction requires 9 construction points. T2 construction points. which sucks. The one thing they gotta get rid of is the construction shit. The construction points, man. They just need to have a flat amount. Just a flat amount.
You have now departed the
Because the
notified
actual
zone.
system is the
We'll
one
see you
that's
soon, Commander.
capping your points. Because if you think about it, a small system,
Frameshift drive
you know,
charging.
you won't be able to build much,
4,
right?
3,
So you don't need that many construction points. The larger system, you have unlimited building. Why cap that? Why cap that? Why can't we build as much as we want? Why can't we build as much as you want?
I just hate all the useless planets. Or only be able to build one thing on a planet. Like, that's kind of stupid. But they dropped the ball right from the beginning. There's no way they can fix it now. Too much, too messy. The whole galaxy's too freaking messy.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that you have a limitation how much you can build on the surface of a planet. You have a pretty large planet, right? Earth size. You can only build 3/4 settlements. It's craziness. You should be able to have unlimited construction in that site. No construction points, unlimited construction. But the servers can't handle that.
orbital flight engaged.
No, 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 no. Woo! Press the wrong button. I was gonna slam into the planet. Not a good thing. I actually pressed the button by accident. Accidentally did that.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right. All right, all right, all right.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Oh, guys, if you're gonna do construction, don't do all large construction so you can get the large T3 points. Do small ones too. Especially the high-tech small ones, the very, very small elongated ones. So when war comes to your system,
Frameshift drive charging.
you know, you can have someone like me playing on behalf of your NPCs. But those are the best locations because they're so close together, they're small, so you can just jump around from place to place. Anyway, build some small ones too. Alright.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, almost done.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I miss doing colonization. I like it when it works, not when it doesn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. Why did the deconstruction didn't work? I've been thinking. I really hope at this year they revamp BGS and they bring back Squadron BGSs, but they make them better. Ownership is what they got to bring into this game. Ownership is super important to people. Ownership is super important to people. If you have your name in the, we put our names on stuff. We do first footfall and stuff. That's actually good for retention. Keep people playing. Okay. And for God's sakes, FDev, if you're listening, name change. System and planetary name change. Oh my God.
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned.
You guys are missing out on so much money. You keep doing ships and shit. You're eventually going to run out of ideas and run out of ships.
Until you ask for it, might be 60,000 a name change.
You know what? I wouldn't mind. I'm not going to do 1 million, But like for instance, the main system that I build as a hub, I'm gonna change. You know, the golden spike, I'm gonna change. So it's okay. I wouldn't mind that at all. At least we have the option to do it. You know, but they're not gonna go from. Yeah, maybe planetary will be 15,000. Maybe name change will be 25,000 for the system. But we gotta get that in our game, man. We gotta get that. We gotta get that. That's a must.
Solid approach. Welcome to our carrier,
I mean,
Commander.
how do you like to walk around? Your system has 700 million people, and it's pipe stem, SU sector, SU, B 6-1. For God's sakes. Give me a break. Seriously, man.
A planet name should go out with the system name. If you rename the system.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
System and planet name.
Plant
You have
release
both.
confirmed. You have liftoff.
That's immersion. That's ownership. And we should be governors of planets. We should own our own planets. Why not? And get revenue from that. If there's settlements there, we should get revenue from that. I don't think it's a very bad thing. It's just a little bit of a thing on it. Governor kicks of Planet X.
Governor.
You know?
And you're clear. Best of luck, Commander.
And we gotta be allowed to put more settlements on the planet.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, there's arcs right there. Buy settlement spots. In orbit. On the ground. There's arcs right there. Just pay to play. Or, you know, you can make, whatchamacallit, Merc coin. You can buy with Merc coin.
Nah, I don't want to run all that stuff just for that.
No, I think arcs would be best. For planetary spots and orbit. It shouldn't be a lot. It should be like 1,000 or something like that. Not a lot. Something you can get in a couple of weeks of grinding.
Yeah,
arcs.
they want, like, 1,000 a slot. They'd be greedy and go with 5.
You know? That's my thought. There's a lot of money right there. They would double their income just in that. Ownership of planets, name changes, planetary slot and orbital slots. Just those things for colonization. For power play, get rid of the minus 35% nerf. Get rid of it. Balance it out some other way, but get rid of that. Any negative aspect you put on a game turns people off. They don't want to play it anymore. The metal rich rings. Why can't we have surface mining on metal rich rings? Actually, we should have surface mining on every ring. Think about it. Even right now, we go into space, you can surface mine a fucking asteroid anywhere you go. Anywhere. Rings, asteroid belt. Why can't you surface mine a rocky, an icy? Why can't you surface mine them? We should be able to surface mine everything. Put biological organisms on asteroids. And then we can use our Nomad now to scan asteroids. Scan and take samples through the composite scanner, which gives you a sample of what it's made of, right? You don't even need to change anything. You don't need another scanner. You use the composite scanner.
Docking request granted.
That's a great idea. Oh, you just add a patch of bacteria. Oh my God, look, there's bacteria there. Let's scan it. And then you take a sample with the composite sampler. Okay? Think about it. So many things they can do, simple things that's not going to be detrimental to the game. They don't have to code a lot. So many things they can do which will add more gameplay. Just that alone. You're mining and all of a sudden you find bacteria on an asteroid in the asteroid belt.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
But currently you can only surface mine metallic rings and icy rings, which makes no sense. Tell me if that makes sense to you. Alright, we finished one. We're gonna finish the other one.
Incoming message.
Okay. So we gotta go to
Ship released. Engines engaged.
riches. So many things. Am I the only one thinking?
I lots of stuff before, but that's it. And easy stuff.
I know, ship interior, right?
I don't give a shit about ship interiors.
Blue and white
I'm not running
in
white.
your fleet carrier.
Yeah,
Blue-
blue and white ship exteriors and interiors.
Say something nice.
Something nice.
Okay, you're working.
Shit, they buffed the hell out of me. I'm going back.
Docking request granted.
What I think would be cool for ground combat is, you know how we're putting these two locations next to each other, 200 kilometers apart, right? We can have combat zones in between the two locations for the two factions fighting each other. You can make like a little, trench warfare kind of shit. And the factions are fighting over territory.
Engines disengaged.
You want them to break more stuff?
Yeah. That would be cool though. Alright. So I have one more delivery here, and then I'm done.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released.
Now I had
Engaged.
an orbital that was a refinery, and they changed because of the T3 I built on the surface. So I'm trying to fix that issue without destroying the T3. Oh my god. So that's why I'm trying to delete the 2 high-tech on the surface and build 2 refineries instead. So then the dominant economy is refinery for both the T3 on the surface and the T3 in orbit. But I can't delete
Frameshift drive
the
charged.
surface settlements because of a bug.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
So far. Yeah, so let's see what happens. I don't know, I might have to, if nothing happens today, I'm probably gonna put a ticket by Monday and see what happens. I submitted a bug ticket with the notification that you would get to see how much bounty you get. You know, you get a notification in the upper right hand corner. I submitted a ticket. It says, "Oh, just reinstall your game," blah blah blah. But it was a bug. That's why I never reinstalled my game. It was a bug. But they usually say, "No, it's not a bug. Do this," and then it is a bug. And they fix it.
Communications established. We are ready to receive docking requests.
You know, I'm starting to wonder whether they're working on Elite 2. Elite Dangerous 2.
I've been telling you that for over a year.
And this version is the beta test. Because we got operations, we got all this lighting fixes, we got...
Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
So maybe Elite 2 will be surface worlds. You know, we'll have fauna, we'll have animals,
Wouldn't it
we'll
be
have
like
plants.
Elite 3 or 4?
Huh?
Wouldn't it be like 3 or 4 now?
Yeah,
I
it
don't know how
should
many
be 3 or
versions they
4.
got.
It should be Elite 3 or 4.
All I remember is the original, then Elite, then this one.
No, it's Elite 2. Then this is I think is 4.
Landing
This is
successful.
4.
Solid approach. Our services are at your disposal.
Okay, let's get the aluminum and then we'll be done.
Landing gear retracted.
Go for launch. Restrict speed until our carrier
mean, how many versions of Elite has there been? Let's ask.
I don't know.
Let's ask. What do you think about that? How many versions of Elite the game has there been? Searching web. So Elite 1984. Okay. Elite Plus was on a DOS version. Elite Plus was DOS version. Elite 2 in 1993. That introduced realistic Newtonian flight and the entire Milky Way with over 100 billion star systems. Okay. So remember I told you in Elite 1 there was a map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That first map is useless.
No, the first map is where the legendary you-know-what is. And then 1995 is First Encounters. Elite First Encounters. Improved graphics, missions, and story. Okay. And in 2014 is Elite Dangerous. That's the current generation of Elite. So it's overdue for a new one. It looks like every 10 years. Well, actually, in the 90s, that's all they did was Elite. So they're overdue for a new one. This is 12 years old. This is a 12-year-old game.
Orbital flight engaged.
I thought it was 11-year-old.
Yeah, welcome to getting old.
Yeah. And the expansion 2015 was Horizons and Odyssey 2021. That's 5 years old. Odyssey's 5 years old, man. Wow. Welcome to getting old. Yeah, so we only have two DLCs, right? We have Horizons and we have Odyssey. So we have two DLCs. Ah, shit. We have two DLCs. That sucks.
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
I think we're overdue for an Elite.
1.
Elite 2. Elite Dangerous 2. I'm telling you, dude, they might do that. They might do an Elite Dangerous 2 with planetary worlds, fauna, new flora, micro colonization, build your own base kind of thing.
Docking request granted.
Hello, BJ. What's going on, man? Yeah, so there's been how many versions now? 5 versions. This is the 5th version, and this version has had 2 DLCs, Horizon and Odyssey. So this is the 5th version, so we're both wrong. That's okay. The original version in 1984, I played it. I played the original version in 1984. It had the box, had the dark wheel in it, the little storybook. Okay? It had a map. It had a map. I remember having a map of the
Docking
known
successful.
galaxy.
Engines disengaged.
Can you imagine all these people looking for Raxla in the corners of the galaxy, and it's right up their asses? Ugh. All right, we're finished with the second construction. Yeah, I'm hanging out too, dude.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
You know what I like? Like the name data, you know, like when you're choosing a name for a station, instead of rolling for it, if you just click, opens up a window and has all the names that you can choose from. All of them. And you can just pick and choose what you want. I think that would be better than the shit like rolling for a new name. Yeah, I didn't play it on the BBC microcomputer. I had my own computer that, and I plugged it in, and I remember the chip, because it has a security chip, right? You had to get a code. So I remember that. What were you saying there, Kix? What were you saying?
Now I forgot what you were just saying. Why? It was by design.
Oh, about naming the base instead of rolling
Yeah, so
for
you
it.
get fucking annoyed. You get annoyed hitting the button, then you just spend the money and put it where you want.
Yeah, but what if you can have like a drop down of the names you can choose? You can choose from whatever you want.
Yeah, but then I can't charge as much. You wouldn't be as annoyed as much.
You think they're doing that because so you can get annoyed? Yeah, that's a possibility.
Hell yeah, spend the money. Duh.
That's a possibility.
That's total fucking game design, dude. Chinese games are worse, and you know that.
I know.
They create problems, then solve it in a cash shot.
Yeah, but settlements, I never spend money on settlements. Yeah, orbitals and some stations, but not like a medical station or government station. But not stuff on the surface. Okay, so I'm going to take out my ship and platoon locations.
We see you out there, Commander. Let us know if you'd like to dock. I'm sorry, Commander. Permission cannot be granted. You're outside the 7.5-kilometer range for docking requests. Access granted. Proceed to your allocated path, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax.
Yeah, I played the first game. I bought the box. I thought it was interesting. I played the game. I remember landing my Cobra in Coriolis, you know, doing trades. And I remember the maximum light speed jump range was 7. You can jump farther than 7 light years. So, hey, where's SimStar? What happened to SimStar? Did he disappear? Did he fall off his chair? Humpty Dumpty fell off the chair.
What?
Humpty Dumpty fell off the chair. He looks like Humpty Dumpty, dude. Look at him. He looks like Humpty Dumpty. Come on.
We've got you safe and sound. Clamp
Oh, that's funny
Enjoy
shit.
your stay.
Come on, he looks like Humpty Dumpty. You gotta admit, with the little hat. Yeah, we haven't seen him play operations or the Nomad. Nothing.
Oh,
What happened?
I'm watching that.
What happened?
I'm doing big stuff.
I'm sure you are. Why is it here? Oh, it's in the station. Shit, I gotta go back there. Where's my here, Nomad Killer.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
I haven't seen Simstar. I haven't seen him. He's too big
You
now.
have
He's
now
too big for
passed
Nomad.
the no-fire zone.
Maybe he
Best
can't
of
fit
luck,
into Nomad.
Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
He needs a bigger Nomad. He needs a whale-sized Nomad to get into that ship.
Engage.
His chair broke. I bet you his chair broke. Cause that thing looks flimsy. It doesn't look like it can hold much. It really doesn't look like it can hold much.
It definitely has its own problems.
And it's all hydraulics, right? So it's when the hydraulics get stuck, it gets stuck in one position. So like you're like sitting sideways. Oh shit. That's craziness. Okay, so I need to do some. Here's microcastery and this one. Let's go.
I've seen setups that are way cooler than that one.
Nah, Tommy doesn't. He doesn't. He's just funny. He's funny. Because those things are gonna break, so I would hate to see the thing break while he's actually streaming. That'd be embarrassing. You know? It's probably made in China. For sure it's gonna break. If it's made in China, it's gonna break. It's gonna break real fast. You just bought it, 2 weeks later, broken.
Orbital flight
That's it.
engaged.
Alright, so I'm gonna make a triangle. I'm gonna make one right here. Hopefully it's not too close. Nah, he doesn't annoy me. I'm sure he's a really nice guy. Okay. So as an alternate, if I cannot get the Dodec to become a refinery again, I'm gonna build an alternate site that I can use for refinery. This is the alternate site. So that's what I want to build here. Hub. Refinery. What? Raymond Max concurrent reached. No, don't tell me. It didn't give me the points or anything. I have to log out. Let's log out this way. It didn't give me the points, and it didn't give me the 2 spots. It always bugs out like that. Okay.
It never used to.
Well,
I don't know when that started.
software. That's what I tell you guys. AIs are going to be a definite problem in the future. If you're a software tech, get your AI degrees. Just get your shit in AI. There's going to be a lot of repairs you're going to have to do. Okay. Let me see. Is that fixed? Yeah, it's fixed. Good. Good. Alright, so let's back up a little bit. I don't know where I am now. Let me see where I am. I'm just floating. Ooh. Okay, cool. Let's put it here. What the hell? They're fighting below me? What's wrong with these people? Do you see that? Do you see what's going on? What's wrong with these people? I'm trying to construct something and they start fighting below me. Yeah. How about we bring it over there?
That happens.
Alright, let's build the hub now. Refinery. So that gives me a construction point. Construction location valid. Too close. Too close? What? What? How close am I? Riches. Ah, 185. Oh, look at that. Hey, look at that color, guys. You see that color? The sun's going down. It's like light blue. It's pretty nice. How close am I to the other one? 206. So I gotta go straight out. Okay. We are at target location. That's the spot. Let's make this a spot. Signal lost. Let's turn her around a little bit. There we go. I like that. Nice. That's one. That's one. Let's go up in space. That's really nice colors, man. I really like it. There's some nice colors. There's a biological on the surface, there's geological on the surface. Now here's the reason I said, and I keep saying it, that we should be able to pick up items off the surface. Nobody does geologicals anymore. Who the hell wants to go into a geyser or volcanic zone where the geology is and pick up shit from there? Pick up the items. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody. Nobody. No, I didn't want to glide. Okay, I need to go the other direction. I need to go that way. Over there. I have not seen one content creator do a geology site. And trust me, as soon as you can pick up those, you can interact, you know, press E button and interact and pick up the materials and put them in your backpack. As soon as you can do that, there'll be content creators making tons of fucking videos on it. They'll be shooting and picking up materials and shooting. Nobody wants to jump their SRVs on a tree. Seriously. I definitely don't. Let's see. Kasiri, 180. I'm getting too close to it. Let's go this way. Go upside down so I can see the planet. I'm increasing. Riches is 300. Construction is 390. The problem is riches, right? Kasiri. Alright, now I can land. Yeah, I bet you as soon as they do that, we'll have like, it'll be a different world. It'll be a different world. Well, I'm already full. Yeah, I'm already full because I did the power play mining thing, mining for merits, and I did mining for merits. And basically, I did a few. Am I gonna hit the damn mountain again? Yep. I'm a drunk driver. I'm a drunk flyer. Alright, let's see. Let's put down another hub. What the hell is that? go on top of a mountain. I like that.
Scan detected.
This is Horizon stuff, so you're not going to be able to invade this. The other two I put Selenus. Ooh, nice name. What's the name of it? Selenus? Mellow Vision. Oh, I gotta rename this shit. Stupid. Alright, so we deployed these. No, the metals and all that should be tradable. The metals should be tradable. The materials should be tradable. Whatever you salvage, you should be able to put on a squadron carrier. So then you'll see a ton of people going out and scavenging and shit. They'll be doing those sites. They'll be doing... First, they'll be able to pick them up. They'll be able to pick up materials. Because they'll be shooting them and picking them up. Then they'll put on a squadron carrier to store it. To help other players out. And that'll solve the solution with the care packages, because if I can put this shit on a squadron carrier, then I don't feel too bad about FDev liquidating my care packages. Alright, so we got two more, and so let me show you what the problem I'm having is this planet. The deconstruction is not working. You get this message. Facility will be demolished in less than 1 hour, but it's not going to demolish. It's not demolishing at all. So I was thinking about canceling demolition and starting it over, but it's not demolishing. So that's the situation with that. So what I did was I'm building an alternate. If I can't fix the Dodec, because right now the Dodec is listed as industrial, even though it has only a weak link industry, only a weak link. It's listed as industrial. You see, on the surface there's a refinery, it's a strong link, but it says it's industrial is a strong link. There's no strong link industrial. None.
It's the innate planet.
Yeah, it's the planet. But I'm going to change every other thing here to refineries, so there'll be 4 refineries. So that should take precedence over industrial. So if I can't fix that, I'm going to use...
just be refinery and industrial strong links, that's all.
So I'll be doing this. I'm doing this here. So two refineries, and I'm gonna build something in orbit. Maybe here. I'll build something here, and get another refinery here. 2 more refineries, and then I'll build a T2, a Coriolis here. So I still got stuff to do. I was really counting on this. I was really counting on the Dodec not changing economies.
This is flight control. Considerate pilots are welcome, Commander.
Flight assist off.
Permission
Flight
granted.
assist
A landing
on.
pad is assigned to you.
Flight assist
Docking
off.
request
Flight
confirmed.
assist
Assisted approach is go.
Ah. Complicated stuff getting these colonization system right. Yeah, BJ, they are a little complicated. They are. But it's my fault because I built a Dodec on an icy planet because it had 5 locations. And so the planet became a strong link, a strong industrial link. So let's see what happens.
Landing successful. Clamps
Okay.
engaged. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
Alright, that's it for me, guys. Fly dangerously, stay frosty. 07 Commanders, love you. See you soon. On The Price is Right. No, I mean on Elite Dangerous Daily.